We contacted Magpie Nest, the joint partnership between the Collingwood Football Club and the Salvation Army, informing them that the Homeless Persons Union had been informed that they do manage the empty properties here, because 4 young homeless women were turfed out of one of these houses that they were seeking for shelter approximately 3 weeks ago, and the Jim's mowing contractor, who somebody is paying to come and maintain the gardens and take the letterbox rubbish out, informed those young women that he would be contacting Magpie Nest. They don't have anything to do with these empty properties. We don't understand why they are hanging around the shadows, why they haven't come forward to join us in this protest. If they care as much as we do about housing the homeless, why haven't they come forward and supported the action instead of hanging around down the end of the street and driving past and not acknowledging us? You can do a title search or something like that. The only thing is it costs money, but we've had people come forward today to say that they would support us in this action, including Yarra Council, so perhaps we could lean on them to support us to get that information.
How have you found the local residents in this street have responded to the action that's taking place today?
Fantastically.
Here's the Johnny Hoppers again.
Fantastically. We've had a neighbour come across and bring blankets, nail polish and Play-Doh.
And they're what they've said is supportive of this action?
Absolutely.
Have you heard any negative feedback from the local residents about
we haven't
participating in this action? Would you say that the action has been peaceful?
Absolutely.
Yes, no, we're after horizontal organisation where everybody's empowered, everybody's self-responsible.
No worries. Yeah. So guys on the footpath, did everyone catch what I said before? No? So basically we've just received a couple of complaints from residents just in relation to the footpath, so they can access and exit and come to from their home as they please. And if someone wants to go for a walk down the street, obviously we'd like a footpath here. So there's no one's arguing with your right to protest or bring awareness to your cause. But if we could not clog up the footpath, that would be much appreciated. Alright, and other than that, all things being equal, we shouldn't have any more involvement with the police.
Cool.
How does that sound?
Sounds lovely.
Excellent. Good
job. So today we've had the police come along twice, and they asserted that they wouldn't return based on their respect of us engaging in our right to peacefully assemble, and the only concern they had was the footpath being blocked. I'll just pan around now. And any of the local residents who need to travel along the footpath, there's no tables or chairs there blocking their way, so we've complied with the direction from the Victorian Police.
That's right.
I told you, because we are social animals, we cannot live alone. That's the thing.
What's the situation? So it's real estate, they own this, they need to lease it out and whatnot?
It's not owned by the government?
No. The real estate agents? We need to speak to the real estate agents for that. We're just here to help them secure up the premises.
What real estate agent are you from?
We act on behalf of our client, so if we can ask you to please leave the actual
Your
property.
client, is it a private owner or is it the government owner?
Is it the Salvation Army? Are you saying that you're not going to tell us who the...
We're just here to inspect the property, so we're just going to go through.
As a real estate agent, this property's been sitting unused for a long time.
We're just going to go and inspect the property. We're exercising
We're
our
not
rights.
here to vandalise it or whatever.
No, that's fine. We're not suggesting. So we just like to go through and inspect the property, if you don't mind.
It is the law that the owner of the property has to have the police permission to get rid of us. If we don't know who the owner is,
I've asked to inspect the property, that's all I'm doing.
In any case, they're sitting here idle.
So we're a bit concerned.
Hey, we just wanted to ask, you know, like, if you are a private organisation that's representing the government,
Outside.
that's a shift of transparency from the government onto a private
Alright,
organisation,
we'll finish just chatting here and then we'll come out and speak to you all, okay? So just let us finish this chat here.
which makes this real estate agent complicit in crimes against democracy and the people. Democracy is underpinned by the standards of transparency and accountability. If the government's acting in a way that's not transparent and it's trying to hide behind a private organisation, and that organisation's prepared to do it, they're committing a criminal act on behalf of the government. It says on your shoulder, Mr. Officer, uphold the right. I've got a right as a citizen.
Freedom of information.
Where are you from, brother?
We've got no further comments for you.
Can't you
Thank you for your
identify
time.
yourself? Do the decent thing and identify yourself?
We act on behalf of the landlord.
Yeah.
The owner of the
Who's the
property.
landlord? The government?
You mentioned before these properties are going to be leased.
Unfortunately, we're unable to comment any further. However,
What's
our
the big
client will do
secrecy?
so.
Yeah, what's the big secret?
Acting under instructions that we're to ask you to leave, and we're not going to disclose who the owner is. We've been asked not to.
You know, we're members of the public, and we're led to believe these places are public housing in effect, because they were required by the government, right, when they were going to build that silly freeway.
Sorry, I'm not here to debate you. I don't wish to debate you. We've just
But at this point, we've asked you to leave the property, and we would expect you to respect that.
Because we'd hope that as a private organisation, you're not going to be complicit in crimes against the people and crimes, breaches of, you know, persons' human right under Article 25 to housing.
As I said, you can provide.
If you're going to profiteer from that, like, we'd like to know.
To act on behalf of the owners of this private property. Where you are presently located,
Is it
this
private?
is private property.
Because the Yarra
Hang on, can we
Council...
he's just reading out a pro forma statement.
Due to the disturbance that has been caused by your presence here, I am revoking your right to remain on these premises, and now you are required to leave this property. Should you fail or refuse, within a reasonable time, police may be asked to assist. Thank you.
That's conflicting information.
All right.
That's
Now,
gold.
now this is just the second part of the same page, and it's just a pro forma. My name is Andrew Brady. I'm a detective acting senior sergeant Victoria Police, and I'm in charge of the police personnel on this site. You've been given a lawful request to leave these premises by Travis, the owner or a person authorised to act on behalf of the owners of this private property. You are now obliged to remove yourself from this property. Failure or refusal to leave this property may constitute the offence of willful trespass. If you fail to leave, police may take steps to remove you from this property. These steps may include the lawful application of reasonable force. You now have a reasonable time to comply with this request to leave. There may or may not be further warnings prior to an in-lease action.
Can you repeat this for the people that are outside?
They're out there, they're on the balcony and they've heard.
Can I ask a question?
Let's just come.
Hear any about what he just said?
No one's even
I don't think so.
Well, they were. But anyway,
Mr.
I'm not gonna
Brady,
do individual.
I got a question.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so we've heard what would be considered the punitive approach, you know, like move on or we're going to punish you, yeah?
No.
Where's the government's helpful approach who says, okay, we understand that you can't be here, but we've got a human rights obligation to make sure you're housed, you're safe. Is there anyone here from a government department that's going to offer those assistance to the people who are in a dire need? Our sisters who, 87% who are trying to escape from domestic violence can't get housing support from the YWCA. There's no funding. There's no houses available. So what are they to do? Stay in a domestic violence situation and get beaten up tonight, or out of necessity, stay in a space where, or where's the government? Where is the government support for their human rights, their citizens of Australia? So we've heard the punitive. Have you balanced it? Are you offering something that's tangible to meet the human needs of our brothers and sisters in crisis tonight?
Joel, is it?
That's me.
Now, Joel, and as I said before, I get you're very passionate, as you all are, about the homelessness within Melbourne, and you're very frustrated with the situation. But these questions are best directed to those persons that can give you those answers, and I'm not in a position to give you the answers that you want or need right now.